everyone, it's Lizzie, and today I'm going to be doing a review of an album called About You by a band called Muna. So Muna is a band composed of 3 women, and it just so happens that they're making some of the best new music that I can honestly think of recently. First up, I'm gonna put some pictures and screen caps up so you can see what these women look like because they are amazing. So yeah, they're strong, they're gorgeous, they're badass, they are kind of weird in a really good way. They're pretty diverse. They're just everything I would want in a band. They make music that is not only catchy and something you can sing along to, it's good for your ears, I feel like. But there's also some hidden depths in there. They have songs about self-loathing, sexual assault, bad, maybe even potentially abusive relationships, national tragedy. A lot of it is pretty politically motivated, and I think that's amazing considering the current political climate we live in, obviously. Another great fact about them is that all 3 of them identify as queer, which is, I feel like it's a fact that is important but also shouldn't define them. I know there have been bands like Tegan and Sara who have sort of struggled to emerge from the label of lesbian band, and they don't use gender pronouns in any of their songs, which is a little small detail, but I think it's very important because it means that all of their songs are accessible to literally anyone of any sexuality, anyone on the spectrum, basically. This album is also entirely, I think, self-produced by them, and I think that speaks to their work ethic, first of all, and second of all, their passion to sort of get their music out there and into the world. So if I had to compare this band to other bands, I would definitely say a big one is Haim? I never know how you pronounce them, even though I love them. I think it's Haim. They would definitely be a big one just because of the whole 80s influence that runs throughout both of their music. I would also maybe say Broods for that electro pop aspect. But yeah, I could basically talk about this album and this band for forever. So instead of doing that, I decided to focus on 6 essential tracks from this album, sort of go through them, say why I love them, and why you should love them too. By the way, 6 tracks on this album is actually half the album. So basically I'm saying that half the album is essential listening, probably more than half, but I'm trying to keep this video pretty short. So first off, we have a track called Loudspeaker. So I don't know if you could really hear the lyrics there, but there's one lyric that says, "What you've done to me, I've seen many a friend be silenced." So basically this is a song about sexual assault, and really about how sexual assault is a ridiculously common experience among women. That song also rules because it was used on one of my favorite new TV shows. It's called Sweet Vicious. I'm gonna do a shameless plug and say go watch my review of that show and go check out the show itself. It's very, very good. The second track is a song called Promise. I fell in love with this song within seconds, I think. The intro to this song basically is so good. The instrumental's really fun. So that song is really great because it sort of feels like a song where the lyricist is confronting themselves for being maybe not the best person. It's interesting because it's a song with a lot of self-loathing in it. I think a lot of pop songs these days are people building themselves up a little bit, whereas this one is recognizing some flaws you have and taking yourself down a notch. The next song is a song called Around You. This song is great because it gets me all up in my feelings. Basically the perfect song to listen to when you're getting over someone. I think the strongest part about that song for me is definitely the lyrics. They're very evocative, very descriptive. I can literally visualize a certain time and place and a grimy parking lot in my head when I listen to the song. A specific example of what I'm talking about is the lyric, "In Arizona, half and half, a half a pack of cigarettes, a vacant lot, my tangled thoughts." You can see it there, how much it draws up a very particular type of image for the listener. The next song is called Crying on the Bathroom Floor. floor. It's a song about a bad relationship, potentially an abusive relationship, and it finds the singer sort of questioning whether they deserve more. Give me your disrespect. Give me your pain and loneliness. So I think like right now that is actually maybe my favorite song from this album. I've been listening to it nonstop. Love the lyrics obviously and what it stands for, and it has a really like throbbing beat. That sounds so dirty, but it does. That's really, really fun to listen to. The next song is called Winter Break. The song is also really interesting because it uses like this sort of strange vocoder effect, I think it is, on Katie's voice. And I think that effect is really haunting and it's perfect for this song. On to the last song now. If you're gonna choose one song to listen to from this album, please make it this one. It's called I Know a Place. First of all, I just want to point out the way she says weapon. She goes, "Hey down there, weapon." It's such a small little thing, but I find it so amusing and I love it. I think this song really perfectly captures what Muna is about. It's a really, really ridiculously catchy and happy sounding song, and one that you sort of want to just scream at the top of your lungs. But it also has a very, very deep meaning. So I think a big influence for this song was the Pulse shooting, where a guy with a gun killed many, many gay people in a nightclub. So basically it imagines like sort of a utopian vision of the future, a place where everyone is accepted, and I think that message is very, very important for right now. So that's it for me today. Obviously, this is an album that I would very highly recommend. So yeah, definitely go check out Muna. They've been doing like lyric videos for every single song on this album, and they're really, really great, so I would highly recommend those as well. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you like this. If you've got any other album recommendations for me, hit me up. Otherwise, I will see you guys again soon. Say hi to Tyler.
I'm doing laundry.